As she mentioned, I'm Chief Meteorologist at WXOW. I know some of you are from around this area, some of you are not. I just passed 30 years doing what I do as a meteorologist. I'm surprised because I'm not always right. Who knew, right? You know, they haven't gotten rid of me yet, so I guess I'm doing okay. I want to start out my brief remarks here with a quote from Dr. Robert Oppenheimer. He was a famous physicist back from the 30s and the 40s. And his quote was, "Now I become death, destroyer of worlds." And as I thought about what I wanted to say, I thought that encapsulated kind of my view of humanity. We're capable of so much awesome things, like decoding the atom and figuring out what's going on with that. But we're also capable of such awful things, taking that atom and this power, turning it into atom bombs and things like that. So I thought, geez, that is the human condition. And I think you might be wondering, why is that relevant to today? Well, I look around this room here and I see such awesome people who are turning humanity into doing good things, trying to correct and mitigate for what the things that we have done wrong. So it gives me great pleasure to see all of that. And I'm generally an optimistic person, and so I kind of apologize for that rather dark quote. I am from northeastern Wisconsin, and I feel very invested in our upper Midwest here. I've lived in La Crosse for 30 years, and each time I cross the bridge to go over into Minnesota, I look at the bluffs and I say, wow, that is just cool, and it's never, ever gotten old for me. So I applaud everything that is being talked about here and all of the good things. I do want to sort of apologize, though, for being a meteorologist. And again, you may wonder, why is that? Well, unfortunately, in our current political climate, there's a lot of climate skeptics about global climate warming and man's role in it. And unfortunately, as a meteorologist, we do a completely different job than climatologists, but people kind of lump us together. So when we get a forecast wrong the next day or 2 days out, they say, well, how will we ever get a climate forecast right? And if they can't believe the climate science, why do they want to do something about it? Well, as a meteorologist, and has done a little bit of studying of climate, obviously I know the difference is that, but the problem is trying to convince people of that. So, with that in mind, I am going to introduce Howard Lerner,